Day 5. Day 5. How many of you are ready for day 5? Come on, come on. Yeah, it's a magic session. Day 5 is a magic session. Fantastic. So today we are on the last day of our superb anger. The superb anger magic session. We are going to have awesome conversations. So leaders, are you ready with your parents? Unnati leader, always you will be alone. Where's your parents?
Coach, my mom is she's fasting, so she has to do some rituals of
Okay. Okay, Harini leader, are your parents there? No. Today is actually both for parents as well as kids.
They are with my brother.
Okay.
So I am sitting in my study room.
Okay, okay. So it will be fine enough that both parent and the kid is there today because we are going to have some awesome, lovely conversations with
Coach,
both.
can I call my sister?
Okay. Sure. If she is free, she can join.
Yes, she is free.
Wonderful. So as of now, I'll just mute you all. Afterwards, I'll just unmute you. Fantastic. So are you ready? Type in I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready in the chat box. Come on, come on. Fastest fingers first. Come on, I am ready. Type in, type in, type in. Fantastic. Pranay, Bhargav, superb ready. Amazing. Wonderful, wonderful. So let's start the session with one amazing question for you all. Which is the most needed skill to have a healthy relationship? What do you think is the most needed skill for an amazing strength, healthy bonding relationship? Come on. Communication. Fantastic. Amazing. Communication. Near to the answer. Yeah. Good, good. Communication. Fantastic. Words. Fantastic. Good, good. So shall we see what is the most needed skill? Okay. It is the listening skills. Yeah. Before speaking, we need to listen first. Do you agree? Yes. Speaking, we all speak always. But do we listen always? No, that is the biggest question mark. We do not listen. Listening is the biggest problem. Yeah, listening skill. It is a skill, right? Like how communication is a skill, listening is also a wonderful life skill that we need to practice. Fantastic. So do remember, before communicating, it is most important to listen always, either to your parents, your friends, your siblings, anybody. Listening is very much needed. What is the difference between listening and hearing? Can anyone type out what is the difference between listening and hearing? Now, for this, we are going to do an activity. Okay, I'm just stopping my screen share because we are going to do one wonderful activity right now. Okay, I want a volunteer for this. Who's ready to come on, volunteer with me? Come on. Anyone, raise your hands. Yes, Raghav and Jeevan Akhil. Okay, actually I need 2 volunteers. First, for first activity, I'll choose Jeevan Akhil. Okay, second volunteer is Raghav. Jeevan Akhil, can you actually switch on your camera so that it will be fine to do the activity? Yes. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'll spotlight. Fine. So on the screen, can you see both of us? Yes, we are going to do an awesome activity now. Yes, Jeevan Akhil, how are you? All of you actually, others only have this activity. Others have to listen what is being done here. Okay. We are going to just converse with each other, but others only have to notice what is actually happening here. Got it? So be ready. Yes, Jeevan Akhil. So where are you from, Jeevan? Which place?
Chennai only, coach.
Chennai.
Chennai. Coach.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So are you studying college?
Yes, coach.
In which college are you studying?
Indian Maritime University, coach.
I'm fantastic, amazing. So you like to watch movies?
Yeah, coach.
Okay, fantastic. So what is the last movie did you watch?
Valimai, coach. The Tamil movie of Ajit Kumar.
Sorry?
Valimai, the last movie
Valimai,
of Ajit Kumar.
Okay, good. So can you narrate Valimai story for me from the starting to end? Yes, come on.
It's between the it's the story of drugs, drug addict peoples and teenagers problem who faces loss of jobs. It starts from there and the enemy has an advanced way of giving some malpractices which is not required for our society, and it becomes a big problem all over the Tamil Nadu. And the story is all about the how the police catches them.
Have you completed? Thank you.
Yes, coach.
Thank you so much. Yes. So have you noted what is done here? Okay. Now Raghav is going to be the second volunteer. Thank you, Jeevan. Thank you for your time. Yes, Raghav. Hi, Raghav.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
Doing good, ma'am.
Fantastic. Fine, Raghav. Which standard are you studying?
10th, ma'am.
10th. Wow. Which part of India are you?
Tamil Nadu, Chennai.
Oh, you two belong to Chennai. Okay, fantastic. Which school are you studying?
Chettinad Harishri Vidyalaya.
Fantastic. So you have any memorable moments that happened in school to share with me? With your friends?
We played football just last week and I had such a fun time playing with them because it was the first PT we had in over 3 years. So that was quite memorable.
Any other thing which happened very interesting in the class? You were just dancing. Any funny moments? Any funny moments? Not only the 10th standard, before COVID also. Anything which you want to discuss?
We had a lot of potlucks, ma'am. So they were the most memorable moments I've ever had, like attending a potluck, celebrating a teacher. Like a teacher who was named Savitri Acharya was our favorite teacher. So we arranged a surprise potluck. And much to the dismay of the middle school coordinator, she came here into the classroom saying, "What is this? Why are you all eating so much? Why is there a potluck arranged here?" That Savitri Acharya came to our rescue and did it as a surprise because she was leaving the school.
Okay.
So she was okay with that. So she saved us from the wrath of the middle school coordinator.
Fantastic. So you two had a habit of eating in the class? So
No. That was lunch break.
Lunch break?
And also the next period after that.
Amazing, amazing. So how's it going on, your 10th standard?
Miserable, ma'am.
Miserable? Why so miserable?
I don't remember a time where I disliked studies as much as I did now, ma'am.
Oh, what? Yeah, studies will be there always, no?
Yes,
fun and enjoyment
it's
should
much
be there.
worse now, ma'am.
So after 20 years, you won't remember what is Pythagoras theorem, what is algebra and all. You'll remember only the funny moments which happened in the class.
Exactly, ma'am.
Exactly. So you should actually Save those funny moments, not your algebra and Pythagoras theorem and all.
Ma'am, I still have college, ma'am. Once I finish through college, all schooling education out the window.
This is the biggest problem of our kids. Now you say, once I finish college, I'll be happy. Once I get job, I'll be happy. Once I get married, I'll be happy. Once I get kids, I'll be happy. Once I get my kids out of college, I'll be happy. Then finally you retire, no happiness.
God.
You should be happy in this present moment. Raghav, come on. Happiness is within you, not after your school, after your college, after your work and all. The purpose of life is to be dash. Happy. Wow, fantastic. Amazing. Thank you, Raghav, for your time. Yes, thank you. Yes, you have seen two scenarios here. I was speaking with Jeevan Akhil and Raghav. What did you notice from these two conversations? How was I speaking with Jeevan and how was I speaking with Raghav? Let me see who has noticed it correctly. How was my body language? How was my tonality? What was I doing? How was my behavior with Jeevan and with Raghav? Jeevan, you spoke with me. What was the difference? I spoke with you, and could you find any difference with I am speaking with Raghav?
Yes,
What
but
did I do?
concentrating on the speaker.
Which speaker did I concentrate more, you or
Raghav.
Raghav? So what was I doing when you were speaking?
Yeah, he was not just contacting to me. He was just watching through the phones like that.
Yeah. Did anyone notice that? Yes. How was I speaking with Jeevan? Yes, Unnati. How was I speaking with Jeevan?
You were just listening to him, but when it came to Raghav, we were conversing. Like it was a one-on-one conversation. Basically.
Amazing, amazing. You got it. Harini Reader. Yes, come on.
Coach, when you are speaking to Jeevan Ji, you was not looking at him and you was not speaking, you're not having the eye contact to him. And when you are speaking to Raghav, you was having eye contact with him. So that's the difference.
Fantastic, fantastic. Super. Just a moment. Sorry. Yes. Fantastic. You noticed this, right? Now, I'll ask you one question. When I was talking with Jeevan, was I actually listening? No, right?
No, coach.
Then what is this called?
Ignoring.
Not ignoring.
Hearing.
Sorry?
Hearing.
Hearing. Exactly, Jeevan. You got the point. I was just hearing. I did not even listen what's the story he was telling. Correct? Now what I was doing with Raghav?
Was listening.
Yeah, listening. So hearing is just the function of the auditory system. Correct? It goes to the ears, but it doesn't enter into my ears. It doesn't goes to my head. When I was speaking with Raghav, what happened? Words went into my ears, to my mind, so that I could converse easily. Did you get the point? What is just hearing and what is listening? Good? Fantastic. Yes. So the difference between listening and hearing is, come on, tell, keep your fingers like this till your ears and say, I am just hearing. I am just hearing. Keep your fingers like this, one finger behind your ears and one finger on top of your head, and tell, I am listening. I am listening. What is listening? Along with your ears, your mind should function. Got it? This is listening. This is only hearing. Yes? Fantastic. Amazing. So, hearing is just the use of our senses. That's all. Our ears. Nothing goes inside the mind. Listening is hearing plus understanding. The mind is understanding whatever you speak. Thank you, Jeevan, for volunteering. Actually, I don't have any personal ventures with you to do this. I just wanted others to understand. Jeevan, hope you got my point.
Yeah, coach, I understand.
Thank you, Jeevan. You're awesome. Fantastic. So, are you just hearing always or listening properly? Come on, type it out. What do you do the most of the times? Are you just hearing or listening? What is happening? Come on. Hearing, yeah. Listening, very good, Pranay. Great. Harini reader, hearing, yes. Raghav, I want your answer. What are you doing actually? Hearing alone or listening?
Listening. You have to do this. If you're listening, you are not even making eye contact and not understanding what the person
No,
is
I
saying.
am not telling with me. Always with your mom. What are you doing? Only hearing or listening?
Hearing, without a doubt. No, not even hearing, I would say. I don't hear her either.
Ah, hearing actually words doesn't go inside. This comes, reflects and goes outside. Correct? Words come and reflect outside.
It bounces off.
Ah, it's off. It's blocked out. Fantastic. So you are just hearing most of the times, not listening. Do you want others to, do you want to be just heard or listened by others? Is it okay if you speak and others just hear and go? Or you want others to listen to your words? Yes, automatically you want others to be listening to your words, right? You want the attention, you want to seek those attention of others. Then why do you always hear and go? The same happens with others also, right? See how frustrated or how annoyed you are when others just hear and go. They do not concentrate on what you speak. This happens, right? Others we want to actually listen, but we are not listening. So have a habit of listening hereafter. Hearing plus listening. Yes, you want to listen. How many of you want to grow with each other? Come on, raise your hands. Want to grow with each other? Yes? Amazing. So we'll move on to rule number 1. Rule number 1 goes like this. You can't expect to grow together when you are not listening to each other. Come on, listening to each other. When you are not listening with your sibling, when you are not listening with the words of your mother, when you are not listening to the words of your father, then how can you grow with each other? Yes? Raghav, conversation over? Fight over?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when you want to have a mutual growth between two of you, then you have to listen to each other. We are always expecting others to listen, but we are not listening. Is it good? No, is it bad? It is bad. So when we have to grow with each other, what should we do? Come on, unmute yourself and tell me. What should you do?
You should You should
Coach,
listen
we
and
have to
pay
listen,
attention
coach.
to what the
Yeah,
other person
yeah,
has
coach.
to say before making your judgment.
Yes. Don't judge. Don't judge. Just listen. That's enough. Correct. We need to judge first. Do we need to judge? No, judgment is not needed. Listening is needed. We'll be seeing about judgment. Correct. We'll be seeing about it in this class itself. So rule number 1, did you get it? When we need to grow, we need to listen to each other. This is the rule number 1. How many of you want to understand each other? Yes, raise your hands. How many of you want to understand each other? So correct. So by this, we are moving on to rule number 2. Most people do not listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. See, when this happens, you go to your mother is busy cooking. You go to your mother and say about some excursion your school is taking about. When you just open your mouth saying excursion, your mother is not even listening to your words and telling excursion. No, I won't leave you. COVID, you should not go out. Excursion, everything. Your mother just shuts your mouth telling you should not go away. You have not even completed the sentence. How do you feel? Is she listening to you?
We feel bad.
Feel bad. So actually you would have told that excursion to the next area also. But she did not even listen to what you have said. Correct? So this happens, right? Same thing. When your mother comes and tells to you about going to a temple, you immediately say, no, temple, no, I will not come. I am tired, I am hungry, I'll stay here itself. Without even listening what she's telling. When to go to the temple also, she didn't tell you. But you have immediately replied, temple? No. Mall? Okay. Then what happens? There also listening is not happening. So we always do not have the habit of listening. We need to understand. Correct? Do we need to reply first or do we need to understand first? Come on.
Understand. And
Yeah, understand. When does understanding come? Only when we
listen.
listen. Amazing, Harini. Correct. So most people do not listen with the intent of understanding. Already they have the immediate answer for it. Correct? We have the immediate answer. We have the reply for it. Outing, abdinale, we have the reply. We do not listen to what they say itself. So first we have to cultivate the habit of listening. That is understanding. That is rule number 2. How many of you want to help each other? Help each other. Come on, raise your hands. Help each other. It's an amazing task, right? To help each other. Wonderful. We'll move on to rule number 3. Listening is the only thing needed to help someone. Maybe your friend could have come and told you about doing a project. Immediately after listening to the word project, you come on with your own perceptions of project. You say, we can do this, we can do that, this thing, that thing, we'll go here, there. Actually, your friend would have come to tell about something else. Yes? So, what happens then? A clear misunderstanding happens without even listening happens. So, when you cultivate the habit of listening, what happens?
We can
Yes, Unnati?
understand what they are saying.
Yeah.
And after they are saying, we can say that we can do or not.
Yeah. So there's a mutual understanding going over there so that you can help each other out.
Yes.
Yes. Fantastic. Bhargav, this happens only when you know what to do, you can help each other, right? Only when you understand what movie your brother wants to see, you can help him. Correct? without even knowing what movie to watch, then how can we enjoy? So what is needed there? What is needed, Bhargav? Come on.
Need to listen.
Listening. Yeah. By listening only we can help each other. Yes? Fantastic. So, how many of you want to respect each other? Give and take policy. You want to get respected? Yes? You want to respect others? And you also want to get respected? Yeah? Good. We'll move on to rule number 4. The most sincere forms of respect is actually listening to what another has to say. We'll move on to this particular situation. I am taking class here. When you don't even listen, just switch off your camera, take your mobile, watch Instagram, Facebook and all. What happens? Are you giving respect to me?
No.
When does respect actually happen?
When we are listening to someone who's saying that important thing.
How can
We
you
should
show
just-
respect in online classes?
We should on the video and asking if they are asking questions means we should reply them.
Wonderful,
That
Hari.
is
Wonderful. You got the point. So in online classes, it is important to switch on the camera. It is important to converse with the speaker. Only then the speaker knows whether you have understood or not. How can this be done in live classes? When you are speaking with your teacher or your friend, how does this happen?
We should
Yes.
have eye contact and eye contact on them. And if they are asking something important means we should reply them, or they are asking some questions means we should reply.
Fantastic, Harini. Superb. So Unnati wants to add on anything? No? Amazing. So Jeevan Akhil, what happens when you don't listen to your professor at the class, in your class? You just eat something, you just browse your mobile. What happens at that time, Jeevan? Is Jeevan Akhil here or still watching mobile? Just hearing. Jeevan Akhil is not here.
Oh.
Hope Jeevan Akhil is somewhere else. Yes? Yes, Jeevan? You're just hearing, not listening. See, this is a perfect example of hearing, dears. Yes, come on.
No, coach, I am there, coach.
You are there. So what were we discussing about?
Regarding the 4 rules of both the speaker and the listener should concentrate if we have to grow together.
Good.
And then the example of mother and a child of going to a temple and a mall.
Okay.
And then
What is rule number 4?
The most sincere forms of respect is actually listening to what another has to say.
And what question did I ask you right now?
Oh, coach.
No. So you were just hearing. So what happens when you are not listening to your professor when he is taking class in the live class?
We don't understand what concept he teaches.
So at that point of time, are you just hearing or listening?
Hearing, coach.
Hearing. So are you giving respect to your professor at that time?
No, coach.
Do you understand what is respect then?
Yes, coach.
What should you do to show respect?
Listen to the speaker what he speaks.
Okay. So if you say something, if you say any answers, like what happened just previously with you and me, when your professor is not listening, even in the live class, how do you feel? You take any
I feel
seminar
bad like that.
or something and your professor is not listening at you, how do you feel?
Uh, I feel bad about that, and I will not properly uh, speak or in front of him
Yeah.
like that.
So your mind get distracted, right?
Yes, coach.
Arey, yeah, why this man is not at all listening? I have prepared so long notes and came, but this fellow, see, he's not at all listening. Why did he call me in front of the class and he's making me to speak? Will you think like that?
Yeah, coach.
Happens.
Yes, coach.
So what is the best form of giving respect?
Listen to the speaker.
Listening to the speaker, looking into the speaker's eyes,
Yeah.
nodding your head at times, conversing with him. Yes, do you agree?
Yes, coach. I agree, coach.
Come on. Now all have to type here. I am a superb listener. Come on. Type. Everyone type. I am a superb listener. Fantastic. Bhargav, Raghav, and I am a superb listener. Amazing. Come on. I want others also to type. Everyone who's sitting here, you have to type. You are a superb listener. Fantastic. Super. Now, how can listening help in relationships? How does listening strengthen your relationship? How do you think it strengthens the bond? Do you have any answers for this? Yes, coach. Come on.
Kameshwariya, when we listen what other people are saying, we can have a better understanding. And the usually where the mistake is happening most of the time, they will say something, will understand as something. So when you listen, when you pay attention to what they want to say, then you can act according to that. So when what they're expecting something and you are doing something. So this is where that relationship having some conflict and misunderstanding all the things. So if listen first, then act. That what we are doing, we always act first, then all the things when it's done, then finally we start, oh, this is what you want to say. So this kind of conflict will happen. The no, how can help the relationship? The first thing you have to listen, then act.
Amazing. Awesome, coach. Fantastic. Thank you so much. So
Thank
yes,
you.
Harini leader has raised her hand. You want to add on something?
Yes, coach.
Yes, come on.
Coach, when someone is coming and saying us, we should not hear and we should have eye contact on them. And if your hearing means they will feel bad and we will have a misunderstanding with our friend or some relations. So we should have a eye contact and we should listen them what they are saying, and we should have more eye contact on them. Then we should react that you're saying like this, you're doing like this, like that. We should say, and we should first listen them, and we should react.
Good. Thank you so much, Harini. Thank you. Wonderful. Now, when you listen, it builds something. This is a puzzle. You have to find out. When you listen, it builds dash. Starts with E. What is it? Come on, type it. When you find out, type it out. Listening builds E. What is it?
Empathy, ma'am.
Fantastic, Raghav. You got the answer. Superb. You are a superb leader. Listening builds empathy. Yeah, we are going to practice this lively. If somebody doesn't know what is empathy, it's an excellent life skill. WHO has ranked this empathy as the #1 life skill which people has to have. But study says that empathy is very less within people. What is empathy? Just to stand on other person's shoe and actually know what he is facing. Correct? Now, I'll ask you one thing. What is the difference between sympathy and empathy? Always we have this doubt. What is sympathy and what is empathy?
Empathy is actually feeling and understanding fully what that person is going through. Sympathy is like, Ukraine's in a war. I can't do anything about it. You have my condolences for your destroyed country. No one is going to fight war with Russia. So they're just having sympathy for Ukraine, but they're doing nothing and funding the Russian military by paying oil supplies.
Awesome, Raghav. Fantastic. So sympathy is something we do not do anything about it. We do not feel about it. But just, oh, you got hurt, so you got hurt, the blood is coming, just go to the doctor. This is called sympathy. You're just showing some 10% care. That's all. That is sympathy. What is empathy? Actually, we feel the pain, right? This is called empathy. We stand on the other person's shoe and we feel the pain. And empathy actually is reducing, it seems. According to WHO report, World Health Organization says that empathy is very low within people. And this empathy has to build upon. Let's see how this happens. And what is active listening? Can you tell about what is active listening? Yes, come on, please. Yes, Raghav, you have raised your hands. You can tell. What is active listening?
Active listening? Am I you are the one who's sitting here? Can I try, coach? Can
Yes.
I try now? So I feel like allowing the other person to actually communicate, allow them to talk without any interruption or without any pre-biased notions, and so that you don't react immediately to whatever each and every statement they completed. You don't react to them, or allow them to completely pour their heart out to their heart's content, and then you respond to them. So I believe that will definitely bring a change in the relationship. Ma'am. Yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So, at times, this thing happened. Your husband, that is your husband comes. As parents, you can just resonate this situation. Your husband comes home after a very long days of work. He's telling about something which happened that day. You have nothing to do with what was happening, what has happened. You couldn't go and solve out that problem. But when you actually listen, you don't need to say any suggestion. But when you actually listen what he says, does he feel good? Active listening is as simple as this. When children come out from their class, when they are from their school, they tell, actually, mommy, this happened in the class, this miss actually scolded me, this happened, that happened, this friends told me like this. Actually, we do not want to go and sort out all the things always. But just listening can make them empathize, can make them feel good. Yeah, most of the times, listening itself makes a very good, feel good thing. We no need to give any suggestions, we no need to do anything, but just listening itself creates a very good support. Naya ma'am, Pulkit ji, can you resonate this? Active listening itself can sort out many things.
Yes, that's true. And I think
tell anything.
I think active listening can actually resolve a lot of conflicts and problems too, because the misunderstanding only happens when you listen half.
Yeah. So especially with teenagers, active listening mostly helps. Instead of we giving any suggestions, obviously they won't hear anything, but listening to them brings a very stronger relationship. The binding gets much stronger. So active listening, as shown in this picture, see how the ears are? The ears have been stretched from the ear to the mind. Very big ears. So active listening is hearing through the mind. Yes? All of you keep like this. Active listening is hearing with the mind. Come on, do this. One of your fingers behind your ears and your fingers on top of the mind. Tell, I am listening actively. I am listening actively. Amazing. So most people do not listen with the intent to understand. We have seen in rule number 2. Yes, they listen with the intent to reply. This happened, this would happen mostly with my elder kid. She's 10 years old, and what is the biggest challenge with her is she don't want to wear some very heavy work dresses and all. She doesn't like those dresses. The biggest challenge arises when we go on to any marriage function. She used to choose a dress which is very much comfortable to her with any cotton dresses only. Now what I do is she takes a dress and come to me. She tells, Mommy, I'll wear this for marriage. I first don't listen to her and I start telling, no, this dress, no, nothing doing. We are going for marriage. You have to work. You have to wear any heavy work dresses only. Then only it will be very much respectable. Now what happens to her? She says, no, Mommy, no. I don't like these work dresses. I like to wear only simple cotton dresses. Now, without even listening to her speech, I used to fight with her. So what happens? Only fight grows. Will the problem solve out? No. Now we are going to see how the problem actually gets sorted out. You got the solution that active listening should be done. Yes, we need to hear what justice they have to say from their side. Yeah. Now, when there is no active listening, anger arises. Anger arises when there is no active listening. When no one is listening to your words, how will you feel? Arey yaar, am I mad? I am speaking like this. No one is listening. What's happening? How many of you can relate this? Yes? Anger arises when no one listens to us. Are you ready for a superb activity? Come on. Type in. I'm ready for a superb activity. Come on, type in activity, superb activity. You are not going to write anything today. Amazing, superb activity. You are not going to write anything. It's going to be an awesome activity. Fantastic. So this activity name is Talk It Out. Talk it out. Okay. So for this activity, I again need volunteers. But this time, volunteers should be as parent and child. So who has parent along with you? Only they are eligible for this activity. No, only children, only parent. We cannot do this activity. So who is ready? I think Raghav is there with the parent, and who else is having parent with you? Bhargav, is your parent there with you? Yes, Raghav is ready. Okay, we'll have Raghav now. I'll stop my screen sharing. Others can listen what is happening. Okay? Others, please do listen here. Yes.
Hello, Amma. This is a long time since I've seen you.
Yeah, I have not told you what to do.
Yeah,
I have not told what is that.
It's talk it out, ma'am. The activity was simple enough.
This is what hearing, Raghav. I have not told you anything still. Okay, Raghav. Yeah, Raghav and Swarna, ma'am, please do come in front. Yes. So others, please do listen. I'm removing my spotlight because they have to be spotted first. So the activity goes like this. Ma'am, take one particular challenge you faced with Raghav. Okay, only one. I know that you have many, but one very particular challenge. This happens always. Okay, you both are going to enact whatever might be the challenge. You can take it. You are going to enact. It is a role play. Are you ready for a role play? Yes,
ma'am.
both of you have to be seen in the screen so that all are actually watching you. One particular challenge that happens always, please do not go out for a solution. Okay, this time no solution, only what is happening in your house always. Ready?
Yes,
Ma'am, you have to start first. So you have to talk with Raghav.
Yeah, so I'm doing the role play of Raghav. What usually Raghav does, how he usually.
No, let Raghav do what he does.
Okay.
No reaction is also a reaction. Let him do that. I want you to speak from yourself.
All right. Okay. Okay, that is fine. So that is a reaction. Okay.
If you come in front, we'll be hearing loud.
Yeah. One second.
My voice is too low.
Just give me a moment. I'll just grab a chair.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so much. Can you hear me now? It feels so awkward. We're just gonna stand now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Fine.
Okay.
Can we have both of you on screen, please? Can you push the screen a little bit behind?
Desktop, ma'am. Yeah. Now is it
Desktop.
clear?
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, fine. If you go behind, then voice is not clear. I think so. Good. Yes. One particular challenge you have to speak out with Raghav. I can see only your foreheads, ma'am. Okay, fine. It's better now. Okay. Yes, please. You can start.
So, okay. So
you can just see Raghav and tell. No need to see the camera.
Look into my eyes, mother. Okay. So, Raghav, like just now you came back from school. I want you to take shower and then come for food. No. No, honey, you have to do it because like you know how it works, right? Like no, I want to watch TV. Leave me alone. Freedom, TV, entertain me. How are you, TV? Good day, right? Oh, you sat here all day. What did Amma watch on you? Nothing. Amma, this is a sacrilege. Why don't you use the TV? I am the only person in the family. What is this matter? Sure, now go away. Let me watch TV. Okay. Few minutes later, again. Okay. Raghav, can you go wash yourself up and then come for lunch? No, please. I'm telling you, I'm watching this amazing serial. There's one person who looks exactly like you and is even more annoying than you. I'm trying to see how the protagonist deals with her. Okay, go. Okay. Again, few minutes later, Raghav, why don't you go take shower and then like come for food? I'm waiting for you. Where's the headphones?
So your temper should go up, ma'am. That's all.
Yeah. Now it will go. Raghav, are you really going to listen to me or what? No. Still nothing happens. Still I will be using the same tone again and again. Still never happens. Then finally, I switch off the TV. Then he will come back to his senses. Still he will sit there.
Okay. Now, mommy switches off the TV. What will be your reaction?
He will watching the blank. He will watch the blank screen. No, he will watch the blank screen. That's what he will do. Yeah.
Watch the blank screen.
Yes. You killed him. In respect of his memory, I will sit here watching the blank TV. He'll watch the blank screen. He'll be just doing that. He will not move an inch from that spot. Unless I have a test. Then I'll study. And that also I have to start doing. No, only.
Okay. So what happens finally? Finally, Raghav, will you eat or not?
No,
We are waiting whether you will eat the snacks or not, Raghav.
I'll go make Amma give it to someone else and happily eat all the biscuits, snacks, and other things that I have hidden throughout the fridge. Everything else, nice food.
So, ma'am, so finally, after how many hours this happens?
30 minutes.
This goes on till like 40 minutes sometimes. Like sometimes I'll feed him, I will feed him, but still he will eat. But my purpose is he coming back from school. It's already summer. He's sweating like anything. It's not good. So it's for his own.
Okay. Yes, please. We'll move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. So, still we have not completed. We'll be moving on. Please wait. So, others, have you listened the scenario? Can you understand? Can you resonate the scenario? This happens in your house? Yes? Fantastic. So, there is a fight between a mom and the son. Yeah. Aishwarya and Hari, please wait. We'll have some time to speak. Now, we have not ended up with the activity. Still, the activity is going on. Now, this is a typical challenge you face always. Yes, Swarna ma'am and Raghav. Yeah, this happens always. Correct? Now, the activity name is Talk It Out. Okay, Raghav? This activity is called Talk It Out. I'll tell what is the conditions, the rules of this game. Fine. The rules of this game is when one is speaking, the other has to actually listen, not just hear. Till now, what were you doing is just hearing. Whatever your mommy says, you were just hearing. Hearing is not even it gets into your ears. Okay, hearing is it doesn't get into your ears. You are just hearing. Now what you are going to do is listening. Okay, fine. Swarna ma'am, this condition applies to you also. When Raghav is speaking, you have to listen. And when one person is speaking, the other should not interrupt. This is also the other condition. Got it, Raghav? Raghav got it? When your mommy is speaking, you have to listen. See how listening should be done. What did I do with you and what did I do with Jeevan? Did I have eye contact with Jeevan? No, right? I had eye contact with you. So listening goes by this way, Raghav, and I have to see you listening to your mommy now. Got it? So when you speak, your mom will not speak. She will listen. When your mom speaks, you have to listen. Do not interrupt. Got it? This is the activity now. So can we start now? Let us start. Ready? Yes. The same challenge, you no need to change any of these situations. The same thing happens, but this time you are going to listen. Fine. You can start now.
Can you
Audio we can't hear.
Can you hear me clearly? Yeah.
It's fine now. Little bit, your voice should be a little bit high.
Okay. Now, can you take a quick shower before we eat? I'm just waiting for you to eat.
I'll go.
Raghav, listening. Okay? Remember listening, not hearing.
To take shower, so I'm going to take shower. What's the more?
I should see your face listening to your mommy. I should see your face.
Look at my eye. Raghav, can you take shower and so that we can eat?
Okay, when? But
Where did you go, Raghav?
take shower.
Listening doesn't tell you to go out. Okay, listening is here. You should sit here, see your eyes.